environment. It's a very diverse setting made for codependent existence. To understand the relationship between organisms and the physical environment is a vital connection in understanding what ecology stands for. Welcome to Science Galata. This week, we will try to understand why disruption of ecology could lead to a pandemic disease. COVID-19 is the pandemic that caused global catastrophe, killing many people. But when we step back, there is a long history of diseases. The actual concern is the sudden increase in the number of diseases than the disease itself. According to the Columbia University, the human relationship with the disease has three transitions. 1. Shift from foraging to agriculture. 2. Improved lifestyle. 3. Presence of non-infectious disease. Now let's go a little in depth with 1. Approximately 12,000 years ago, our ancestors were foragers, which meant they would get up in the morning, gather the food for the day, and keep moving on. Later, we began to shift from foraging to farming because harvesting food provided consistent supply, which further led to sturdier homes, stronger tools, and better lifestyle. However, when our ancestors were foragers, they were always on the move, so most of them were in small groups, which had low density of people, and this setup did not cause a sudden outbreak of diseases. But now, since our lifestyle has shifted from this nomadic life to a more settled life, the population density has increased tremendously. So outbreak of a disease is much easier. Not only that, with an increase in population density and the settled lifestyle, we began domesticating animals. Animals can act as vectors, or let's say agents, that can carry or help spread pathogens, making them reservoirs of diseases. Number 2, improved lifestyle. During the past century, with the advancement in medical field and higher standard of living, there is an immense decrease in infectious disease and death due to an infectious disease. And because of this transition, there is a burst in population density. Number 3, presence of non-infectious diseases. In the present time, we enter into a new model, which predominantly consists of chronic, non-infectious diseases. You may ask what they are. They are diseases like cancer, diabetes, and this could potentially compromise a healthy immune system. Many scientists argue that the model could be one of the main reasons for the re-emergence of infectious disease. Now we enter into a paradox. How have we regressed if we have an advanced medical care? The answer? Globalization and urbanization. The industrial development, unlike the one that existed 500 years ago, has brought the world very close. As a result, with the increase in the population density, we started encroaching more and more land, which in turn increased our contact with the wildlife. Researchers at Stanford University have found Ugandans who travel to the forest to obtain, say, wood, fruits, or even to hunt, had contact with primates, and this interaction enabled diseases to jump between one species to another, species being the primates and humans. When we consider big industries developing, destroying uh, natural habitats in a much larger scale to obtain resources, there is a huge contact between the human communities and the wildlife, leaving us exposed to new diseases such as SARS. Human pressure on diversity through the usage of land could also contribute to this. Our expansion has reached agricultural expansion, infrastructural development, and even lodging. This contributes to about one third of all emerging disease events. Almost any technological change can alter ecological adjustment, resulting in dynamics by changing the species composition of the ecosystem to favor species that actually spread more disease to humans. These species can include bats, rodents, and birds. We could also consider another aspect, the decline in biodiversity. In a latest analysis, it was identified that 3.2 million records identify 143 mammals that are capable of transmitting disease to humans as the landscape changed from natural to urban. So what now? Awareness can Awareness is the key. We have to create communication strategies to ensure that everyone understands the implications of ecological imbalance, which could very well fit the Center for Disease Control policy of One Health that works on global and local levels to achieve optimal health outcomes with interconnection behavioral changes for positive environmental effects. In conclusion, it doesn't matter how the pandemic or globalization is viewed, but our views towards exploration, exploitation of natural resources should be brought under control. Government must shape apt policies, and industrialists must also be cautious with sustainable models. As long as we continue to destroy nature, nature will fight back.